Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Wiley. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll run it. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Drag down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He takes it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff for Frazier. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so.
Snags it, and he's open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got a step and just dusted the field. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Russell. Right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. Taken down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Burrowing for yardage. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's talk about Alabama. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Throwing Russell. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You can grab But you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's a give to Frazier. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Gets the back moving. Lewis. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Out wide left, it's Frazier. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. Fourth down, Lewis. Buying time to his right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Snags a quick pass on the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat.
Keelan Russell. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Again, it's Russell. Throwing right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Just feeds the running back. They put the brakes on him.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Drops back. It's Bailey. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Taylor. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Georgia going up tempo. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
The throw. Wilson open on the right side. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got it right inside the pylon.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. Russell. Throws it deep. Makes a deep grab. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Finds the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Caught. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Here's Lewis. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Throwing, Lewis. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Moving out to the right. They get to him as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia, taking on the number 16 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
And it's the home team in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. Finds a man on the right. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. On the return, it's Riley. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tide ready to roll on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up, because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. Handoff for Frazier. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab in their space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against our top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Coming out with it, it's Riley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing Russell. Look out! He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Right side, it's Meadows. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Left side is Scott. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And I feel like they kind of needed that play right here on third down, man. They've just kind of struggled. They've had to punt several times this football game. They've already dug themselves a hole. Maybe that will give them a little adrenaline shot. Maybe that can give them some momentum moving forward. They got to have something. They need a spark to get back in this football game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keelan Russell. Working that left side now. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got his man on the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Turns into the pile. At the 35, he's got room. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. This quarterback part of their running game. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Russell. A shot toward the end zone. He's got it along the sideline. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. He'll take it himself. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And his throw is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Needs it here on fourth down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last field goal made this a one-possession game. They have put together a rally, and now they'll try to turn the momentum back around starting on this drive. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Pulls it in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his target. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Frazier again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Finds finds his big tight end. Turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff for Frazier. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give to Frazier. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games.